And welcome back, everyone. What everyone has been waiting for. The $4 million heads-up match between Ossi Ketola, also known as Monarch, and Wiktor Malinowski, Limitless. You're going to keep playing for $2 million at minimum, a person. So it's going to be 100 big blinds apiece. The blinds will not go up. $10,000, $20,000, and you cannot top up.
Just go till someone's out.
Pretty much. Oh, look at this right away. 10-7 clubs versus 2 jacks. 100 big blinds deep.
Feels like 3-bet pot incoming, Randy.
Of course. They're playing super fast. I love this. 10-7 suited seems like a hand that can certainly call the 3-bet, I would imagine.
Yeah, well strong enough.
There's the call. $400,000 in the middle. King 4-3. Looks like a very quick bet incoming, Kevin.
Yeah, not much hesitation. The jack's still feeling pretty strong. Of course, a king out there, but
TBD. And it looks like that's something. That's 3 blacks and a white. That's a raise to $325,000, our first 3-bet pot. How do you feel about jacks now?
I mean, we got to stick around for at least the raise, right?
I would think so. Just because some king X's actually just call. We got $1 million pot. Immediately. Ace on a turn is not what Malinowski was looking for.
I don't know if it's what Ossi was looking for either. You know, Victor's hand looks a fair bit like ace-queen high with the flop action. Ace-jack.
Obviously, Limitless could have ace-king too. It kind of feels like the player who calls the 3-bet in position and raises his flop doesn't rate to hit the ace too often. A hand like ace-5, ace-deuce, I feel like it tends to peel a bit more rather than bluff raise.
No, if Ossi keeps betting here, he's claiming to have smashed the flop, right? He's saying, I've got a set, king 4 suited, something like that.
Yeah, so he checks it back, realizing the ace is dangerous. Overcards the 4, backdoor flush draw gets there.
Have to think this is checking over to Ossi. Jacks feeling like showdown, but there's still a threat. We're up against king queen, king jack, something like that. No need to put extra money in the pot.
Decides on check. What does Monarch want to do? 10 high. Might be hard to shake out a king as played.
Yeah, and I do think it's still realistic that Malinowski has a king, or even stronger. When you get raised on the flop, you're thinking, well, polarized, claim.
750.
750K into 1,050,000. How do you feel about jacks now, Kevin? That's a hard call to make.
Certainly hard, and you know, Randy, what I was just getting into is that Victor can have much stronger than this. I mean, jacks is not high in range. Calling here would be quite a statement of just, I don't think you got it. Jack of diamonds helps a bit. Ketola kind of claiming to have backed into a flush here.
Do I use timer now? Can I?
You can use
Yeah,
it.
thanks.
Yeah.
Difficult spot.
Yes, it is. Limitless.
Time banks haven't been delivered to the table yet, have they? Victor's just like, yeah, this one, we just got into one right away.
It seems like such a crazy call.
Do you read into that at all, Randy? The Ossi was just like, oh yeah, go ahead, take your time.
All right, let's just go.
He folds.
That was confident.
Ossi Ketola leading this heads-up match. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Let us know. Like and subscribe as usual. If got anything interesting to say, maybe we'll answer your questions.
That's a high bar. Randy.
From chat?
Interesting.
Okay, if it's funny. Off of that. Top 2 pair versus top pair. Trouble from Malinowski.
Yeah, this is rough.
0.3%. Feels bad, man.
And the advantage of throwing out all these different sizes that we've seen Ketola using is now we make a huge hand, and going big here doesn't look unusual.
Right, and it helps him build the bigger pot, of course. Snap call by top pair, no kicker.
4 might actually save Limitless from disaster. Both because he might be able to get away from some point, but it might slow Ossi down a little bit.
Right, loses to a 4 now.
Still think his hand is worth value, but it's not mandatory to bet the turn.
Checks it back. Not mandatory, as you say.
Yeah, I like that check. Malinowski, interesting. Did he say 250? 150?
150.
Again, going pretty big. Similar to the King 10, Ace 8 hand. Does Ossi just flat?
It seems hard to value raise
Yeah,
9-8 when 6-7 gets there. You lose to 4x.
I agree.
Well played. $3 million versus $1 million. Limitless is down $1 million at the moment.
And how brutal is that? Just continuously value betting the worst hand. I mean, you get those spots pretty often, especially in small field tournaments. Of course, there's some people out there thinking, I don't play Tritons very often. That's not, what are you talking about, getting heads up very often, but...
Also, not very often do you flop a full house.
Yeah, this is rare as well. See what develops here before I continue my plug. I'll step down from my soapbox for a moment. Oh, it's a bad turn for Ossi. No reason to think that King 5 isn't the winner.
Especially if some ace X's actually check raise the flop from time to time. So it's
Yeah.
aces and 5s with the king kicker. Oh, I'll see. The 4 is a clear target. 5 with a worse kicker is a clear target. Spades.
I mean, we saw Ossi willing to value bet just like a good high card on a paired board before for 2 streets, so this is no surprise to me. King 5, decent bit better than that.
Do we check raise ace 4 ever on the turn?
I think we got to think about it. It's notable that a new, potential strong pair in the 5 has shown up. It's notable also that Ossi sized up here. Might have pocket 10s, pocket jacks, hands like that. Well,
What a terrible river card for Limitless in
Yeah,
case
this-
he was up against the naked ace.
and it might just be an action killer against the King 5. I think there's some rivers that Ossi is willing to value bet. Not sure that this is one of them.
Looks like a lead is incoming, and I think that's a pretty cool play, trying to get a crying call out of King High or a 5x. That's going to check back. He's right.
Maybe even trying to get called by like Queen High on the river there. Some misdraw that it's like, maybe this is a bluff once in a blue moon.
Just profited $250,000 there, Limitless.
4 p.m. This is, I mean,
Ultimate cooler. Oh, not, I don't know why I said ultimate, but a cooler, right? But the thing is, okay, so ace king's going to 4-bet.
yeah.
And
it's
9s plays as call normally, I believe.
call and jam both feeling reasonable,
450?
but I do think call is the more common play.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Is this the first 4-bet?
Oh, he just rips it in. Ace
Yeah.
king is in there, and we have a massive pot.
Nice.
Monarch
Gamble,
is
gamble.
the favorite. 55, 45, $3.2 million pot. What's it gonna be? Here we go. bad news for Limitless fans.
It was very fast all-in race.
It was very fast. Turn card. The King. Wow. Indeed. Looking grim for Ossi, Kevin.
I really thought that was going to be it.
$3.2 million pot for Malinowski. All right, 3-bet from Ossi Ketola. Makes it 2.5x, 100K straight. Snap called by 4-3 of diamonds.
I like this from both players. Once the sizes get this cheap, we just peel any suited hand in position.
3-4 picks up a pair and a gut shot with backdoor diamonds. On the defense. Check from Ketola.
I'm liking this part of the game plan. No need to press out of position. Lots of patience. There's nothing wrong with just check folding King Jack on a flop like this.
Well, he's going to get the opportunity to consider a check fold as 60K
60 is
in.
pretty cheap, I will say. I was expecting maybe something larger on the low board.
Well, he got called by King Jack high. 8 on the turn. Probably a bit confusing for Malinowski. Not sure if he's got the best hand against hands like this, or is it some 3-bet bluff that has a better piece?
Yeah, there's definitely some chance of offsuit 5, offsuit 3 with a high card that gets here. I do think the kind of unpaired ace high, king high is the typical hand for Ossi here. So I like this bet.
Well, that's why he's betting 100,000. Figures there's a bunch of ace highs and king highs that you mentioned. Wow, he calls again with King Jack high.
I'm surprised by the turn call, I'll admit.
4-2 straight now.
I thought this hand was over on the turn. That barrel designed to clear out equity and get a little value. Don't think Malinowski was expecting to get called twice by king high.
Does he need to do the YOLO turn his hand?
This
try
is-
to rep the 9 somehow?
This is really dangerous, yeah. I mean, Ossi clearly thinking about... It's plain to see his hand has really shrunk in value, and oh boy.
He's jammed $500,000.
Yeah, call.
Full pot calls.
Yeah.
That's the end of this match.
Malinowski just backing into this straight.
Should we double it?
Up to you.
Let's go.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
And welcome back, everyone. Randy Liu alongside Kevin Rabichow. And the stakes have doubled after that very swift negotiation. So you just want to double it? Double it? Yeah. Okay. $8 million heads-up match. Limitless up $2 million. Ossi Ketola down $2 million, of course. And the blinds are now 20,000, 40,000. 100 big blinds apiece.
Raise.
I mean, we could get there if they keep want to double the stakes of each subsequent match. For now, though, $8 million heads-up match. $4 million apiece. Jack 7 looking solid versus 8-3 of diamonds.
Seeing Malinowski now be the one willing to check behind.
So he checked back the flop, now betting 75K into 200.
This looks designed to go a couple of streets. Like this so far from both players. Ossi not overplaying his hand. Oh,
Well, Jackson 7s are never folding now.
no.
But let's see. Did Limitless have the game plan of firing 2 bets? Or does he get the option to?
Yeah, if he allows it. Don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that Ossi leads rivers when a flush draw misses especially. But he does check it over.
I think he did a pretty good job of selling the story that he's got some weakish one pair hand with that hesitation check.
Yeah, I was gonna call that out too. You like that hesitation, Randy?
Yeah, I think Limitless is reading into it as
Wow.
honesty, and
Misstep here.
yeah, that's why he's going even bigger, try to force those hands out. But the thing is, Ossi's sold a good story. River 2 pair. Shouldn't be much merit to raising, I would think, with a weaker 2 pair, so click in the call.
Good call.
$1.39 million pot. Let's see if he can convert. Ace-8 suited versus 2 10s. Start things off of 100K, but we know it's going upstairs.
Looking like a straightforward 3-bet pot.
400K.
Ace-8 suited, very strong in position.
Let's see. Is it going to be a call?
1.2.
No, it's
Oh,
a 4-bet to 1.2 million.
and this feeling like the first potential misstep.
It's a big 4-bet, mind you.
It's big. We're only playing 3.1. I think Malinowski's just going to jam given that. I mean, you have to, right? He doesn't look happy.
Voice between 5-bet rip or call and maybe try to dodge an ace or king on the flop.
What?
Wow, he folded? No way.
Well, forget what I said about the misstep, Randy,
That's crazy.
because that was just an extremely successful bluff.
Queen 9 offsuit versus Queen 10 of clubs.
Seen Malinowski willing to
360.
3-bet this kind of value strength before.
Instant 3-bet.
And that's what's even more surprising, Randy, is that Malinowski's been pretty aggressive out of the big blind. He must know his image. I mean, 10s. It's really high up in range. Queen 9 offsuit, giving it thought.
Getting curious.
It's fringy. I think it's a good call. We're getting a little bit better price, 9 big blinds over the 2.5.
Wow,
That's action.
the flush draw versus middle pair. Middle pair actually has a little club working, but that's no good. Fair fight. This round of fighting is a $250,000 bet. The flush draw.
Seen some small raises from Ketola in position before, but the 9, oh my, Randy.
The flush draw on the pair versus 2 pair. 1.2 million in the middle. That's dollars. 2.2 back.
Have to think a lot's going in on this turn. I'd like to see a check. Probably check call from Wiktor.
Yeah, I like the defensive play here. There are cards that improve you to a flush and your opponent, you know, makes some random 2 pairs or straights that you can really just win the massive one. But for now, I'll see 2 pair. Should be betting.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of creative checking, let's call it, but not really in spots like this from Ossi. Let's see if he recognizes the importance of just getting value right here, right now.
Yeah, unblocking top pair is very important. 800K, and he can go healthy in this spot.
I like this bet size.
2/3 pot. If Malinowski calls, he would have 1.4 back.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that may change how he approaches his hand. But call still seems pretty solid with his hand, right? Can't get a better hand to fold.
And we have a pretty good bluff catcher even on blank rivers, honestly. This could get really nasty.
Oh my God. 2 pair versus 2 pair. $2.8 million pot is going to escalate, likely for the last 1.4 back in Malinowski's stack. That's disgusting, Kevin.
I don't see any way this money doesn't go in. He has to value bet, right? It looks like Ossi doesn't like the river.
Maybe you're afraid of ace 10 I got there.
King Jack, pocket tens.
Man, if he checks back queen 9 here, this would be insane for half the pot.
It feels like too much. This is a very strong hand. We could be up against a suited ace. Yeah,
Yep.
puts it in.
Limitless.
Don't go folding this one, Victor.
Don't go folding this one, please. Don't do it.
You were beating a bluff before with the tens. Now you're beating value. Okay.
Makes the call.
Straight. 2 pair. Me too. Fuck. But I don't know.
That's the appropriate response.
Oh, that's brutal. $5.7 million pot to Limitless. Ossi Ketola getting brutalized in these massive spots. Deuces versus ace 4 suited at the moment. Ace 4 suited is one of those hands that sometimes bumps it up, right?
Yeah, I think it's close between 3-bet and call.
He went with call.
Don't mind this, because you do start getting 4-bet ripped on sometimes for 50 blinds, and that would be...
Annoying.
Yeah, you just, well... We maybe can't avoid annoying spots. Here we are. Gut shot, backdoor flush draw, but Malinowski has flopped bottom set.
You know what would be an annoying card for Malinowski? The 3.
That would be, yes. If we're calling it annoying to lose $2 million. Yeah, it would be annoying.
All right, let's see. What's the game plan? Seems like raising chips are in play.
It's just that kind of board again, right? The high, low, low. Pretty disconnected. Ossi's been attacking these spots. We saw it in 3-bet pots in round 1. Now in round 2, it's happening in a single raised pot.
Yeah, and I think Malinowski's realized that there has been some weak hands in that range, hence just slow playing against hands that are drawing dead. Oh my God, he just hit the 3.
How?
He check raised and made the straight against the set. $500,000 in there, 1.6 back.
Collision course, Randy. Oh, and he checks it over. I mean, it's just, it's not. This is a foregone conclusion, right? Big bet incoming.
Check raise check. He hit it. He's going for checkmate, man. The thing is, his opponent's actually drawing live with the set.
Yeah. How much is Victor counting out here?
Wow, 850,000 is an overbet.
This is massive. I was not expecting commitment on the turn. Single flush draw.
I guess if you got this far with the straight, we just check raise all in at this point, given what's behind.
Yeah, it just feels like your man's not bluffing, right? This looks very, very strong.
Or they're just priced in with some kind of heart combo draw.
I think Malinowski just read this as like a king, or maybe 3-4 suited or something.
There's all in, and this is getting snapped off.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Need some help. Don't hit it now. Can you not hit it?
$3.8 million pot. Straight versus set. 1 card to go. Can Ossi hold? Dodge the full house. And he can.
What the fuck? My heart stopped.
That looks like
It looks like a deuce or 5
No,
or
it-
3.
no, it like hits something.
Yes,
You
definitely.
don't want to hit anything.
Nice hand.
So Ossi wins a $3.8 million pot. His heart stopped apparently. Wasn't sure if he
much
hadn't
is it?
gotten outdrawn. Pre-flop raises up to 100K.
What's the saying? Click a mouse, lose a house.
King Jack versus Ace Jack 3-bet pot. Ossi's been 3-betting King Jack at 100% frequency. Flops, top pair, outdrawing Malinowski's Ace Jack, but the Ace Jack does have the little Ace of Clubs that might be curious.
Seen so many different sizes. And mixing in checks from Ossi.
Yeah.
Didn't want to presume action, and here we are with a check. Pretty strong top pair. I think this is the line that allows Malinowski off the easiest with this exact hand. Ace Jack going to try to show down.
Yeah, but Ossi's checking range is very balanced. It's very tough to just blindly attack his checks because it does contain top pairs. It contains some error. It's a pure
Yeah.
guessing game. But another round checks, and it's
Oh,
full house versus the ace high, and the ace high does have some excuses to continue, right?
yeah, I mean, if Ossi comes with any size bet here, sizable included, I think it's very credible that he could be bluffing. Just because of what you've been saying, Randy, he's found a lot of checks with weak hands. Malinowski knows this at this point. And ace high is pretty strong now that the board's double paired.
Yeah, he needs to bet this and not let like an ace high just check it back. Just 150K though.
Yeah, very cheap. I think he's getting snapped.
Show the king. He's expecting this pot to chop a decent amount, but it's not going to. So $1.1 million pot for Ossi Ketola, aka Monarch.
Yeah, got max setting.
It's a rundown all the way around. It's 52 card PLO.
Stick.
Well, I think we accumulated another 20 or 30 likes, so I'll open another case of Red Bull, Randy.
All right, so Queen Jack versus King Queen. Yeah, so Limitless is apt to 3-bet King Queen off and then call King Jack. This is a great development in terms of pre-flop hands for Limitless. 680,000 is the pot. A7-3. Both players with a solid diamond.
Yeah, reasons to continue for both. Malinowski, more of a range play here, just good board for him pre-flop and not necessarily expecting to get value from his king-queen, but clear out some equity. I think Ossi's going to stick around.
Yeah, he's been kind of sticky in 3-bet pots. Usually raising, this time he'll float in position. Jack on the turn is
Wow.
a miracle.
And maybe a card that Malinowski will try to bluff on. If Ossi has a hand like pocket sixes or a suited 7, these are clear flop calls that fold now on the turn.
Right.
720.
720,000 into 1.1 million. It's not an easy call though for Queen Jack.
No, it's not.
Could be up against an ace. Being up against ace queen would be a disaster.
That's what Malinowski's representing, and I think at this stack depth he can even have weaker aces for value. Ace 8 suited, ace X offsuit.
Yep.
Good enough to keep firing. Queen of diamonds not thrilling either, and he does fold it.
Wow. Hits the card he needed to take the lead, but couldn't handle the pressure. Nice bluff there. Into that $1.1 million pot. Look at this one. Top pair versus trip 10's Jack Kicker. This one's going to brew a bit.
It's interesting when Ossi finds himself with such a strong hand on the flop. He's done so much checking behind that it might even feel a little unusual to just come out and fire 3 barrels. Probably that's what's coming. And I think it's going to look a bit suspicious even to Malinowski.
Turn card is the 9. No flush draws. So Badoogie. Straight draws do show up though.
A lot of times when someone's recent history has led them to check quite often, they find themselves with a good hand, they feel obligated to balance that with a check. I like that Ossi's just coming out firing.
225 is the price.
No way we can get away from ace-7 suited. Not on the turn.
Yeah, gotta at least call this one. And when you do, the pot is now $800,000. It records the 8. Now that does bring in Queen Jack. Jack
in
7,
hand.
6, 7.
Ossi shouldn't be too worried about that. Of course it's possible. It's exactly how Malinowski would play Queen Jack.
But I feel like Malinowski has to be worried about those hands a bit now, right?
Yeah, you're thinking hard for Ossi to find bluffs. Now that the 8 comes on the river and presumably he just checks behind if he's made a pair of 8s.
Mm-hmm.
5,
Trip
7,
10s. Definitely not going to check.
I think it doesn't stop from this just being a difficult hand to get away from if we're Malinowski.
It's 575,000 into 800. Over $500,000 being bet.
Someone's claiming to have such a big hand, trips are better. It's hard to get dealt that big of a hand and heads up.
Well played, sir.
Nice fold from Limitless. Disciplined.
Minimize the damage.
Yeah.
But wait, hold on. That story doesn't really matter because we got ace jack versus 9s. And 9s is definitely going to be 3 betting.
We've seen what Monarch's capable of in the realm of pre-flop 4 bets.
Man, if he 4 bets this and 9s folds, that'd be crazy. But it looks like we've gone a different route. $700,000 pot, ace jack versus 9s. See a jack, a king, and a deuce. Not the greatest board for 2 9s.
No, I think checking very reasonable here. No need to inflate this pot with your marginal pair.
Yeah, immediately with ace jack, you're probably thinking, oh, I don't want to see the king. But when your opponent checks to you, you got to feel pretty good now. But maybe there's not much merit to betting with middle pair. I like the check. Oh, ace jack is looking very good.
Yeah, I think Limitless still recognizing that the 9s are behind a fair number of hands. We either bet small or we check, and it looks like a small bet's incoming. 30%.
240,000 into 700. Okay.
Hoping to get action from ace 10, ace queen, pocket 3s through 8s.
Yeah, he can get called by worse. It's always tricky though. Does your opponent have the worst pair, or is it like the flush draw, the straight draw? For now though, for Ossi, very straightforward call. 1.18 million is in the pot. Ace on the river is actually not a good card for Ossi in the sense that he loses to ace queen now, if that was a thing.
Yeah, ace queen. Definitely possible for Limitless. We have to slow down now with the 9s, right?
Try to beat 8s and lower.
Yeah. Expect we'll check and face something.
All in.
I'm sorry.
What? He just went all in with pocket 9s. This is a gangster bluff. He's put Ossi to the test. Who's got 3 pair?
I have to admit, this caught me by surprise, Randy. Maybe pocket 10s I could understand. We arrive here and get this idea. Okay, I block queen 10, I lose to some stuff. Let's represent strength. Did not see this one coming.
So he's not putting Ossi on a king to check back flop, and Ossi folds ace jack.
What a find.
Dude,
Bluff. Yeah.
wow.
Show the bluff.
Show?
Show.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, ace king and the nines. We've seen this before, but
And this 45 big blinds deep, I don't think Malinowski can justify passing on this one.
nope. He's certainly going to 3-bet for value, and Ossi Ketola is going to want to 4-bet. Oh, he just rips it, keeping it simple. Here we go. It's ace king.
Yeah, time to go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All the money in there. $3.6 million pot, coin flip.
Same one. Like the first.
It was the same.
Hands are flipped.
Big pot in our first match. Nines was in the hand of Ketola. This time it's Limitless who's got the nines. King on the flop is
Same,
great
yes.
for Ketola.
Can you just not?
Can
I
he
had king
fade?
king versus 9-9 on a 10 mil pot. It
Sick.
was a 5 mil heads up and take the 9. Don't do it again.
And he doesn't do it again.
Nice hand.
Nice
is it?
hand indeed.
They are not letting me sleep.
I think I prefer $3.6 million pot than sleeping. Monarch.
$90.
Ace Queen versus Ace 4 clubs. We could see a world where Ace 4 3-bets.
Yeah, let's see if Monarch wants to keep speeding. It's a very reasonable 3-bet at this depth.
Especially when he says, they're not letting me sleep. He's going to juice it up. Ace Queen with the call. 800,000 in the middle, Kevin. And it's Queen 4 deuce. Top pair, top kicker versus the middle pair, ace kicker. And you can't blame Ossi for thinking the 4 might be good. He's been going with a lot of checks in 3-bet pots.
Yeah, wouldn't mind it here. Queen high board pretty strong for Malinowski in position. Not just because he has ace queen, just in general. But Monarch, reasonable to think that ace 4 often the best hand right now. He does eventually check.
Let's see, does the top pair, top kicker want to open the door for some action and start building the pot? Going to start with $300,000.
I think check call is standard here.
Tend to agree.
1.1 million in the middle.
Makes the call. Pot now 1.4 million. Turn card is the deuce. It's a very problematic card because ace 4 still looks relatively strong.
No reason for either player to worry about this card.
Checks it over to Limitless.
Time to start setting up stacks.
Yeah, he needs to bet this turn in order to get stacks in by the river, given the stack to pot ratio is about 2. Brings in 700,000. which is half the pot.
Would leave about 3/4 pot behind if Ketola was to call. It's a strong bluff catcher, the ace-4 of clubs. Don't interfere with anything that Malinowski would bluff with here. Hearts, 6-5 suited.
Yeah, especially the passive line he's taken so far. Makes the call once again, $2.8 million. River card is the 9.
Pure blank.
2.1 million behind. Ossi Ketola. He's just praying this one checks through with the 4.
Yeah, I mean, you're happy to see the draws miss, but you know that if and when the big bet comes on the river, it can only beat a bluff.
Ossi, 3-bet pre. Check called the flop, check called the turn.
Action still on Ossi.
It is. Double checks his cards.
It's my turn.
Well,
He checks it.
action on Malinowski.
Top pair, top kicker.
All in.
He goes all in. Asking Ossi for the rest of it. 2.1 million.
I'll be honest, this is hard to get away from. I know a pair of 4s doesn't look like much, but when you arrive to this spot with a bunch of other hands, they're so much less attractive.
He's called. An ace queen is good. Limitless wins the $8 million heads up match.
Sleep, I guess.
Yeah, running pot.
Ossi Ketola, Monarch, says it's time to sleep. Wow, what a match, Kevin.
We thought he was spinning it back. Won that big pre-flop all in.
GG indeed. And that is going to be a wrap for this cash game special. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Randy Liu alongside Kevin Rabichow. And we'll see you for this Triton Super High Roller Series.